Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
We just witnessed an epic showdown between Dawn Hayman and Kelsey Cottrell, where Dawn was victorious. Now she will face Malaysian superstar Siti Zalina Ahmad, who overcame Jamie Lee Warsnop. And all the action will take place here on RINKSIDE Live, Bowls Australia's official YouTube channel. The equation is simple. The winner books themselves a place in the 2025 Australian Open Women's Singles Finals. For the loser, they will go home thinking what could have been. Connor Munnings here alongside Ellen Faulkner, MBE. It's great to be here. This is going to be a great game. We just watched Dawn Hayman put on an absolute masterclass.
Oh, it was an incredible game against Kelsey Cottrell, one of the game's legends and best. 21-18 finish. And it certainly was a game of two halves, with Dawn jumping to an 11-1 lead. Kelsey then fighting back and taking an 18-17 win before Dawn closed it out at 21-18. So we were certainly treated to a display of spectacular bowls from both players, and I'm sure this next game will not disappoint. We've got two world-class players here. Obviously, Lena, as I will call her as a nickname, a very, very accomplished Malaysian international who has been on the world stage for a number of years now, over 20 odd years, and been very, very successful. Yeah,
Lena, in a similar fashion to Dawn, it was an up and down game against Jamie Lee Warsnop, and it came down to the final end, 21-19 I think it was, right at the end there. So they've both had long games. It's going to test their mental fortitude.
It certainly will. It will be a battle of the wills as well as the bowls. So I'm sure both players, the adrenaline will be pumping. They will be ready for this match to try and book themselves a place in the final. And of course, we've got a feast of other singles matches here this afternoon at Club Helensvale. So the other semi-final, Jessie Cattell and Olivia Cartwright. You'll see the score will be shown on the top left of the screen so that you can keep track of what that looks like too.
Yep. Two emerging superstars of our game. We had Olivia Cartwright on the live stream this morning, and she played superbly. Her birthday tomorrow, her 21st. What a birthday present would be to wake up as an Australian Open singles finalist. But Jessie Cattell stands in the way, and she also has been immaculate today.
Yeah, Jessie's had some very convincing wins today, so she's certainly in form. Yeah, it'll be a fascinating encounter between those two. I'm not sure if they've gone toe-to-toe before, but as you've said, both part of the Bowls Australia High Performance Programme, emerging jackaroos, so knocking on the door for the big stuff.
As the horn is blown, we get proceedings underway. There's also a couple of men's singles matches on the same green. I see Maddie Lucas against Corey Wedlock.
Yeah, Matt just got across the line against Chris Rosannes of Pine Rivers, so that went down to a 20-all finish. Matt managed to ditch the jack with his first bowl.
Also here we got Jake Rinn against Desmond Khan Jr. And I see Nathan Wilson against Glenn Pitts on the far rink.
So here we are at the beautiful Club Helensvale facility. If you haven't been down, come and have a look. Great facilities on offer, lovely refreshments and good company. We've got a good crowd in and good atmosphere today. And here we go, we're off to a start in this match. Lena opting for a fairly long jack, playing the forehand and putting in a very good opening bowl. You almost want that, Connor, just to settle the nerves.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter how experienced you are, there's always going to be a few nerves.
I was going to say, I don't think these players have nerves. We talked about Lena and the amount of experience she has. 3 Commonwealth Games gold medals, and the interesting fact is one of only 2 women to have won 2 Commonwealth Games singles gold medals. The other one
is Jo Edwards from New Zealand, who won in 2014 in Glasgow against Natalie Chesney of England, and she also won here on the Gold Coast in 2018.
Yep. Yeah. Lena won the singles in 2002 Manchester and 2006 in Melbourne, and the pairs in 2018 in Gold Coast as well, and a couple of bronzes to go along with it in the singles and fours. She's also got bronze in the World Outdoor Championships and the trifecta, gold, a silver and a bronze in the World Cup singles. And I won't go through her list of Asia Pacific Bowls Championships because we could be here all stream listing those.
Yeah, very impressive resume. Looks like a very experienced competitor. Put in a first good bowl delivery, holding 1 as it stands at the moment, and really helps us because we've got red and blue bowls and we've got red and blue lollipops.
It's a great sight. Helps our job.
It does massively. So Dawn obviously was with the blue bowls, so she'll be the blue lollipops, and Lena will be the red bowls and red lollipops.
Yeah, Lena, one of multiple Malaysians to make it to the pointy end of this women's singles competition. She's the only one left. Emma Saroji and Shafiqa Abdul Rahman have been knocked out. This morning, Olivia Cartwright beat Shafiqa, and Emma Saroji went down in the last round.
I will just say about that game, obviously we covered it here on Rinkside Live, but Olivia showed great composure. She was a number of shots down. She was 20-14 down. Yeah. And she fought her way back to pick up a 3, a 3 and a 1 to close out the game 21-20.
Yeah.
A very calm, composed head on young shoulders there.
Obviously, she's against Jessie Cattell, a couple of rinks over, and I see Olivia Cartwright's got pretty much 2 resting touches right in front of the jack. We'll bring you scores for that game throughout the game.
Yeah, and Jessie is from Cabramatta Club in Sydney. Dawn is from St John's Park Bowls Club in Sydney as well. And Olivia is from Moama Bowls Club. So all from powerhouse clubs across the country.
Jack is just in front of Dawn Hayman's back blue one there on screen. Just hidden there.
Dawn makes the final delivery of this first end. And it's 1 shot to Dawn Hayman. So Dawn starts with the advantage. She played fairly long lengths in that last game against Kelsey. It would be interesting if she keeps the same tactics. Of course, both players are on different rinks to what they have been playing on. So we've moved over. We're now on rink 8 on green 2 at Helensvale. And we've got the cover provided by Max. Protects us from the sun, but also from any rain. But fortunately, we've had touch wood, glorious weather here on the Gold Coast for the Australian Open 2025, and long may that continue.
It has been beautiful up here on the Gold Coast, and it's supposed to continue. A bit cloudy tomorrow and Tuesday, but then sun for the rest of the week, especially for our finals on Thursday and Friday.
15 clubs are used across the Gold Coast area to host this extravaganza of bowls. It's the best tournament, not only here in Australia, but across the world. Nothing of the same size and scale can beat it. So we're very lucky to have such a tournament. And it encourages players from all over the world to come and enter. As we've seen, we've got teams from Malaysia, got some from Singapore, plenty from New Zealand, and many more.
Cyprus. few Cyprus competitors. Great atmosphere here at Club Helensvale. We're all on just the one green now. We'll spread over 2 greens, both the men's and women's singles, but it's all in one. So in this middle green, everyone's crowding around. And Dawn Hayman draws the absolute.
Dawn's got her support network here. Always a strong following, popular bowler.
Dawn's partner, Thomas Webb, sitting behind the rink as well. He made it through his section in the singles. Unfortunately got knocked out early in the knockout rounds.
Yeah, he's a great supporter of Dawn. Obviously they got engaged, I think, a couple of years ago at the AA, 2-3 years ago. Lovely couple. And I think they won the State Mixed Pairs Championships as well.
Both good bowlers, not surprised.
Yeah, there's not many sports where you can play with your other half, or indeed intergenerational.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I love about it. Played with my mum and nan for many years. Lena just running through. First end in this direction as part of the game. They had a one-end roll-up. Dawn currently holding 2 shots. Dawny here will probably want to count and cover.
Yeah. It's looking dangerous at the back of the rink. Lena got the 3 backest.
Yeah, and of course it is, for the benefit of viewers at home, it is a re-spotted jack, so that if the jack goes out of the confines of the boundaries of the rink, then it is re-spotted on the tee. And it's first to 21, so no time limit. Now we're in the semi-finals. Yeah, Dawn running for cover, sensible.
We've got Lachlan Williams manning the cameras once again, and the scoreboard's doing a fine job. Watching 2 games and just ticking along there. Yep, last game for him for this AO. And he'll be heading back to the cold Melbourne weather. Lena, 2 down. Oh.
Great bowl there from Lena. Not sure if she's done enough. From this angle, it still looks like Dawn holds with the wing bowl. And Dawn is indicating. And it's another one to Dawn. Great effort there from Lena. Good adjustment made. Of course, we've also got the last 16 of the singles here this evening. But,
yep.
Sorry, not the singles, the 4s, men's 4s.
Yep, this evening.
5:30. So it's all happening.
It's a good place to have a night session. Got the roof.
Another great start from Dawn. And of course we can't forget the wonderful volunteers, international technical officials that are on the green marking the games. the umpires that are then on the banks, but also the wonderful team of volunteers at all the clubs that are involved in the Australian Open. We couldn't do the event without them, so thank you.
Over 1,100 volunteers at the Australian Open.
And don't they look fantastic? I always think the volunteers kit is awesome.
They do. I like the orange.
I really loved the pink last year. The pink was fabulous. Lena looks interested in this bowl again, and I can see why. She's not far away. Another bowl in the head.
Yep.
2 shots to Lena so far.
You saw Dawn Hayman going back towards the clubhouse last game. She played some huge bowls.
She did. She converted well early, which is how the lead opened up. Can she do it again? Will she bend?
Oh.
Well, she's made it better for herself. She's got an opportunity now to get rid of both bowls or to sink the jack.
In the men's singles, we're down to the final 16 of Jake Rinn against Desmond Can Jr., Corey Wedlock against Matthew Lucas, Nathan Wilson against Glenn Pitts, Aaron Wilson against Riley Garrick, Cohen Litfin against Aaron Tees, Ray Pearce against Hayden Oster, Lee Schreiner versus Bradley Pavey, and Aidan Takarua versus Aaron Sheriff.
And we're seeing a aggressive bowl there from Dawn. Trying to get both bowls out, just hanging off. So, opportunity knocks for Lena. Can she add another to make a count of 3 on this third end of this semi-final match?
Got a question for you, Alan Faulkner, just once this end's finished. You might be able to answer. And it's 2 to Lena. Making the scores level at 2-all. This one's asking, what age the youngest female to win an Australian Open is?
Oh, that's a great question. Because Ellen Fife...
That's where my mind...
Yeah, would have been Ryan at the time.
Would have been 18. It was 10 years ago in 2015.
And she's 28 now, is she?
She's 28 now.
Yeah, 28 now. Then, yeah, 18. So I can't categorically say, but I would... That would be my guess, that it would be Ellen Ryan as she was then. Now Ellen Fife.
That would be for singles. I'm just trying to think that if there was any 4s or triples winners that might be younger.
So while Connor is researching that, it's now 2 apiece in this women's semi-final. Both players just putting in bowls, good areas with their opening deliveries. And about 2 feet through and 2.5 feet for Lena.
Yeah, I'd have to stick with that Ellen Ryan guess there. 18 when she won the singles in 2015, which was the first year that the Australian Open was held on the Gold Coast. Obviously 2025 marks 10 years of the AO on the Gold Coast. And that year was a big year. It was kind of a changing of the guard 2015. We had Aaron Tees win the men's singles and Ellen Ryan win the women's singles.
Yeah, and again, there's a huge wealth of talent over in here in Australia. Very blessed with the depth in both the men's and women's game.
I did just get a text from Aidan Davis saying Lisa Phillips in 2011 was 17 when she won the Australian Open.
Oh, thank you, Aidan. He's a fountain of knowledge, isn't he?
He does well.
We were close, though.
We're close.
So the marker is just indicating one shot to Dawn Hayman as it stands at the moment. Any touch on this jack is going to be tremendous for Dawn. She's chasing this. Can she get a piece of the jack? Well, she hasn't, but it looks as though it's another shot. Lena with her last delivery of this end. Try and cut down. She'll just be looking for a dead draw here. Can she make the adjustment? Her weight was good with the last one. Just went across the centre line.
Dawn Hayman chasing her first AO singles title after going down to Kelsey Cottrell in the 2022 final. And Siti Zalina Ahmad going for a second. She actually won in 2007.
And that would have been down at the Darebin Greens.
Yep.
So down in Melbourne. Obviously, Lena was successful in the 2006 Commonwealth Games that were held on the same greens and surfaces. Then returned to pick up the AO title in 2007. I actually played in that event as well. Came all the way over from the UK. It was held in March, April time then.
A bit warmer in Melbourne.
That time of year.
Dawn doesn't want to knock this over. And it'll be one to Lena.
Small margins in this game, isn't it? Half a bowl from being perfect to trail the jack for 4.
Yep.
Early days. 3-2 to Lena. And you can see the scores in the other game. Olivia Cartwright's jumped out to a 5-0 lead against Jessie Cattell. But as we've seen in a number of matches, there's a long, long way to go.
There is. We talked about Lisa Phillips winning that AO title in 2011. Well, 2 years later, she backed it up in 2013 would have been as a 19-year-old to take her second title.
Good opening bowl from Lena. Good weight. Both players stick into the inside hand. Good reply from Dawn.
You can just feel the tension.
You can indeed.
It's just, it seems like at any moment, one of these players is going to pick up a big number. It's just who's going to crack first.
Yeah, there's a lot at stake. Place in the final. But each player will just go about their business, stick to the process. Don't think about the scoreline or the occasion. Just do what they do all day long and put bowls close. Lena will just be looking for a positive draw here on the forehand. Any touch of the jack is good for her. And she's close. What an effort this is. Will it hold? Just ducks under, but good enough for shot.
Yep, the marker's indicated 1. Dawn Hayman, we saw the emotion from her last game after she beat Kelsey Cottrell in a nail biter. She's come back on the green and composed herself. And once again, looks cool and calm.
Well, you know, you said that there could be a score coming. Well, both players have got options here. Lena turns it around the corner for 3, but Dawn's still got the last bowl of the end. Lena's out on a good line. She's watching it intently.
Just doesn't have the run.
Oh, big chance there.
Just a chance to Dawn Hayman here.
Yeah, where that bowl's finished does mean that Dawn's got to stay on the forehand. She could have had a look at the backhand, just try and get rid of the 2 bowls there, but where that bowl's fallen, she's going to elect to draw the shot. And if she stops, that she has. Well played, Dawn Hayman.
That's a 1. Another 1 to Dawn Hayman. Just going up in 1s. When will that damn wall break? Who will be the first one to get a big number? 3-all after 6 ends. Meanwhile, Olivia Cartwright 6-0 up over Jessica Tell and holding 3 in the head.
As Dawn Hayman puts in a first opening bowl about 2 feet short. Good adjustment there from Dawn. It's tit for tat at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bowl for bowl.
Very similar to the last game with Dawn Hayman and Kelsey Cottrell. I didn't catch much of Lena's game against Jamie Lee Warsnop. Judging by the scoreline, it was a cracker.
Yeah, it was never much in that game. Dawn looked to try and put the pressure on here. Following this one up. Edging it up. And it's another one, another counter. Now, Lena, what can you do here?
Still might be a couple to Dawn Hayman here.
Yeah, she wasn't far away.
Don't want to be. You have to be careful not to knock Lena's over.
Yeah, the marker's just going in to have a look for us. We should get an indication. Only one shot to Dawn.
Interesting. Club Helensvale's done a great job of putting some live scores on the big screen for us so we can see them here. We can give you updates on both the women's and men's singles. And obviously Lachlan Williams doing a great job updating the other women's semi-final on the screen.
Oh, well played, Dawn Hayman. That was a brave shot and she played it perfectly. Lena just having a look to see how many it is. Neither player's got any bowls behind the jack.
Lena taking time to look at it, but you'd think she'd be coming down the forehand, looking to promote one of her own, sit one of Dawn's. Coming on a good track. Just needs to hold. And it did. She gave her the chance and she got the result.
She did. She got maximum result there.
And that'll be another one to Lena. I'm going to say, strap in, Ellen. I reckon this might be in for a long one.
I think so. I've certainly got my layers ready because it will get a bit chillier as the sun goes down.
Lena playing these longer ends that we saw Dawn favouring against Kelsey. Does that change Dawn's tactics? Does she play something different?
I think she'll just see how this goes for the first half of the game. Then make a call on whether she makes a change or not. Both players, as I said in the previous game, they won't have any Achilles heels. Yes, they'll have preferences on length, but they'll ultimately be able to play all lengths. Both hands. sometimes you can look just to make a subtle difference, just a mat length here or there, just mix it up. Always amazes me how few players actually really pay attention to where they put the mat in terms of length.
Yeah.
Measure for shot as it stands at the moment. Lena just stepping off the mat there just to let next door neighbours play. That game is Jake Rinn versus Des Can Jr. Des Can Jr. currently leading 7 shots to 2.
Great ball here from Lena. Takes a measure away.
Yeah, good correction there from Lena. Still a little bit of room there for Dawn. Where she's been playing, she'll be able to draw that. Can she hurry?
Dawn Hayman. She's won the pairs at the Australian Open. She's yet to win a singles title. Teamed up with Genevieve Delves, won it in 2019. Well, it feels like sometimes Dawn's been around forever and she's done everything. Sometimes it feels like her career's just getting started. She's only 28 years of age.
Well, this is a change here. So Lena's just lifted Dawn's bowl. Could change things up. Both players very meticulous in their routine and their delivery.
And it's going to be another one for Lena.
So Lena just stretching this out a bit. First time that Jack's been on the tee in this direction. That's up a couple of metres. Still very lucky with the conditions here. The wind is being very kind. Not much wind at all. It's starting to cool down a little. The speed of the green will definitely change throughout the course of this game as the sun departs.
We've already played 7 ends Score's only 5-3, so it looks like it's going to go to distance. We played 21 ends last game, Dawn Hayman. So she's definitely putting in an effort here. I'm not sure how many ends she played in the earlier game today. But she just won that, I think, 21-17 as well. The long days for the players.
Yeah, they'll certainly feel it when they get home each night. But I always think that you're better off just keep going. Once you get on that treadmill and you keep going, you get the rhythm, get the momentum. Eat, sleep, repeat.
How do you wind down after such a long day?
I think everyone's very different. You know, there's a lot more education around now in terms of the importance of recovery, whether you do hot, cold, stretching, very much personalised to the individual, but really looking after your body is key, as well as making sure you're appropriately hydrated, and of course making sure that you're eating all the right foods to restock those energy levels.
Oh, yeah.
But everyone's different. You know, some people wind down watching TV, others go for a walk. Everyone's different.
Yep. Val Febo, this on the YouTube channel, said, I reckon the youngest to win was Ellen Fife in 2015. She was only 18. Val, you're usually a wealth of knowledge, but you're wrong, according to Aidan Davis. Lisa Phillips was 17 in 2011.
Oh, what a bowl there. What a bowl from Lena. And sits down.
It is your day off, Val, so you can have one wrong.
He just loves it. Is Dawn up? Can she disrupt this head?
Oh, she might have just... No.
I think it just lifted and then sat back. What an effort.
Yep, still one to Lena.
I think this is going to be a game of patience.
Yep.
I really do. This is going to be a chess match, I think. In the meantime, there's been a change of the guard. Jessie Cattell has now taken the lead. She was 6-1 behind to Olivia Cartwright. Now she's gone 7-6 in front. Win and then change the mat length and change the game. She's brought the mat up. So again, Lena just stop in to let Jake Rinn next door deliver his bowl. Again, that's a wise head. She knows that he was in her line. Potential distraction, so she just resets and off she goes again. "46 years of age, just had a birthday on the 2nd of June.
Seems like June's the birthday month.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Olivia Cartwright is 21 tomorrow. We've got Corey Wedlock, he's playing a few rinks over. It's his birthday. Christina Christic or Van Europe also has a birthday today. I'm pretty sure yourself had a birthday.
I did earlier in the week. Yep. Try and forget them now. Going the wrong way with the age. I'm just taking her time over this delivery. And she's going quick. She must think she can get this bowl out. Ooh, just held off.
And look like it'll be another one to the Malaysian. 6-3 she leads. Dawn's dropped the last 3 ends, but she wouldn't be worried because they've all been ones and there's been a chance for multiples for Dawn.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's easy to look at the scoreline, but actually it's about the patterns of play. It's all about who's getting more in the area, because ultimately you get more in the area, the opportunities will be there, and it's just a case of taking the chances when they arise.
Yes. Bit of a rev behind us.
Solid start there from Lena. Dawn just following her down on this forehand side. Can she beat the bowl? Just rolling by. Both players picking their line exquisitely there.
Lena, one in behind, one in front. Her third, she want to nail that jack.
Dawn changing over to the backhand side. First bowl she's played down this side in this direction. And she's executed well. Sat in for shot. Well played, Dawn Hayman. Oh, well, it's a measure. Looks like it's one to Dawn from here. Always wise if the marker's not sure. Lena changing over as well. Trying to consolidate this head. Another great raid from Dawn.
I feel like it's going to be another one this end. It's just the tension. It's just whoever's going to score that number first. Just not letting each other score big numbers.
Yeah, it's certainly a cagey start to the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you would expect that. There's a lot at stake.
Yeah.
Both players trying to suss out the green, suss out each other. I think this might be the first time that they've played each other, actually. Could be wrong.
Potentially. Siti Zalina Ahmad. What can she do here? She just needs to run on that line. A little touch.
Well, Dawn will have a good look at this. Because there is an argument here for playing all the way up to this, split the bowls and get the jack on the follow through. Downside, of course, is if she gets through and then gets a rebound of the jack, it could go anywhere. If it stays in the confines of the rinks, then it's a lottery. But if it goes all the way back and outside, then Dawn would definitely pick up a couple on the spot. I think we'll have a good indication here through what shot Dawn plays as to whether or not she thinks she's holding or not. Lena's got bowls on both lines coming into the head. Oh, Dawn's played a great bowl here. Just managed to get back enough. I'm going to back 2 blue.
It's definitely one to Dawn.
Brilliantly executed from Dawn. Couldn't afford to be narrow into those bowls. Played it very well. Sorry.
If this is 2 for Dawn, it'll be her first multiple of the game. And 2 it is. Taking the score to 6-4. 6-5, sorry.
6-5, yep. So around the grounds, Corey Wedlock is 10 shots to 4 up against Matty Lucas. Jessie Cattell and Olivia Cartwright, 7 all. Nathan Wilson, 9. Glenn Pitts, 5. Jake Rinn, 6. Des Can Jr., 8. So there's been a change of who's ahead in that game.
It's an interesting thing here. If Nathan Wilson and Aaron Wilson both win the game, they're going to be facing off against each other in the quarterfinal.
So for the benefit of the viewers at home, I take it they are brothers.
They are. Both previous AO singles winners.
Of course, from a very successful bowling family.
Nathan Wilson won the men's singles in 2014. Aaron won it the year before in 2013 and also won it in 2021.
Conditions just changing here now with the sun leaving us. Starting to get a little bit darker. We've got the benefit of the lights here on the undercover, but cooler. We'll just slow the green down just a little bit.
One to Dawn at the moment, but plenty of room for both players. Both players, just from my point of view, they might not have had the opportunity, seem scared of being playing the big bowl at the moment. We saw Dawn play a few of them last game early against Kelsey Cottrell, but at the moment it's just been a dead draw game, really.
Yeah, it has at the moment. I think that will change as the game goes on. chance here for Dawn. She can just reach the head, turn the jack round the corner, make it difficult for Lena with her last.
Yeah, big trail here is on for Dawn Hayman.
The trick is just to play it as a positive draw. Jack will move a bit on this surface.
She's definitely looking for that trail. Dawn Hayman.
And she's got it. Well played, Dawn Hayman.
And she's put the jack in the pit as well. Makes it very difficult for Siti Zalina Ahmad.
So for the benefit of the viewers, the jack has pretty much gone in on the centre line. So where the 8 is, that's where it is.
Where the white square is, on the lower third of the screen.
So Lena just coming up to have a look, see what the distance is.
So, Lena 3 down at the moment. All she's got on is the draw.
She has, and it'll be interesting how much she backs herself here. This would be the first time that she's drawn to the ditch in this game. She knows that she can't afford to lose her bowl. Second bowl would be a good outcome. Obviously, shot would be a bonus.
Might have cut out one. I still feel like it's going to be 2 to Dawn Hayman here. They'll have a look. They're going to measure the second.
Looks that way. So it's going to be a team effort. Dawn on one end of the measure, Lena on the other. Dawn looked pretty confident that it was hers. She's got a good eye as Dawn.
Yeah, from the screen, it just looks like Dawn's is in front a little bit.
Yep. It's 2 shots to Dawn.
It is 2.
Taking the lead 7-6.
And could be the end that opens the floodgates. I feel like it was probably maybe one of the first big conversion shots we've seen from this game. Dawn sticking to long length. She just played a bomb there, so why wouldn't she?
Good weight from Dawn with her first delivery of the end. Oh, very good reply from Lena. Still a gap there. Still drawable for Dawn.
Oh. Some big weight from Nathan Wilson on the far rink. Bowls flying everywhere. It's good to see Lena's Malaysian teammates providing support. They're just next to us behind the pole, just watching on.
Yeah, they're a very supportive crew. Dawn just changing over sides. A couple of options here for a down on the backhand. She needs to hurry. Well, she's left herself in a good position here. 3 seconds. Another 2 bowls to come from Lena. Lena knows she's got to get another one in the head here. 2 touches so far in this end from Lena.
Needs a rest. Ooh.
Just went through the gap. How many times do you get the gap when you don't want it? Big chance here for Dawn. Put the pressure on. Get the bowl out or jack in the pit.
It's a game of inches bowls.
Certainly is.
And these players sometimes make it look very easy. Remain on. But Lena still holds the one. Can she add a second?
Taking the one and running.
Meaning scores are level at 7 apiece. Now I'm interested what Lena's going to do with the mat here. Both of the players have been playing pretty long ends. Is Siti Zalina Ahmad going to stick to that? Matt, pretty much right back. And it looks like Jack is also going to be right back. So both players just playing these long ends.
They are. They're sticking with it. Nobody's brave enough.
Yeah, I know. But they're both playing well
They
on this
are.
length.
And sometimes, you know, you're better off sticking with what you know than taking a risk.
Yeah. While we're 7 apiece here, in the other semi-final, Jessica Tell and Olivia Cartwright at 8 apiece. Both semi-finals can't be separated at the moment.
Yeah, same in quarterfinals. There was a stage where I think there was 2 shots in every game.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Great start from Lena there.
Oh, and a reply here from Dawn. Just through the gap. As we talked about earlier, small margins.
Great afternoon here at Club Helensvale. The crowd is building. So we've got all the singles action, the semi-finals of the women's singles and the 3 games, sorry, from the final 16 in the men's singles. And we've also got men's 4s here this evening. There's live music. I can hear some Tom Petty going in the background. Not the real Tom Petty. Don't think he's with us anymore.
Very good knowledge. I'm terrible when it comes to naming artists or songs.
Got it all from my father.
Can Dawn reach? Yeah, that's a good second.
And that'll be a second there for Lena. I'm calling it. Yep.
Good eyes there, Connor. So Lena asking questions here of Dawn. What has Dawn got in reply? She's getting a nice little group of bowls in that area. Just got to get the jack back there. Can she do what she did against Kelsey Cottrell? That last bowl where there's no reply. Lena will just want to change the shape up of this head. Just falling short. Changes the angles up for Dawn. Might encourage us to be a bit more aggressive. Yep, she's going big.
Dawn Hayman. She got the jack, she has.
What a shot, and the crowd go wild here at Club Helensvale. They certainly enjoyed that one. So Dawn's definitely got one. Just not sure about the second shot situation. It looks to me as though it's Lena's. But good strike there from Dawn. Going to be a measure on the second shot.
We have Melissa Grant, South Aussies of Rinkside. Go Dawn. Well, Melissa, if you're ringside, give us a wave. I'll see if I can spot you.
And it's one shot to Dawn Hayman. Dawn takes an 8-7 lead. There is absolutely nothing in this game. I think the most there's been difference is 3 shots. And it was 3-6 in Lena's favour. I think it's going to change hands a few times, don't you?
Yep. There's a long, long way to go in this game. I reckon by the time we're finished, my scorebook here, I'm going to be on the second page. About halfway through the first page already. Like even big bowls like that from Dawn there. She got the jack in the pit. We thought it might have been a multiple, but still, only one.
Only one, yep. Just heard a big gasp from the crowd, so not sure what's happened elsewhere. I think there was a close drive that didn't quite get it. Nathan Wilson currently 13 shots to 6 against Glenn Pitts. Corey Wedlock 12 shots to 9 against Matty Lucas, making a comeback there. Jessie Cattell 8 shots, Olivia Cartwright 9, Jake Rinn 9 and Des Can Jr. 9. So it's close all around.
It is, and Paradise Point don't have any results yet, so I'll continue updating viewers on scores there when they come through in Bowls Link.
And of course, Aaron Sheriff is trying to keep his unbeaten run alive.
Against Aidan Takarua from New Zealand, silver medalist at the World Champions late last year. Lost to Lee Schreiner in the gold medal match. And that could be an exciting matchup. If both Schreiner and Takarua progress, they'll face each other in the quarterfinal and be a rematch of that World Champion final. Or will it be Aaron Sheriff to continue his streak of days without losing the Australian Open singles? 1,452 it will be.
Meanwhile, Dawn Hayman with her third delivery of this end. Can she get a piece of the jack? Just misses. In a good home there. Again, she's leaving herself chances to make a multiple. But Lena with this third bowl got an opportunity to close this head down. Yeah, and she's done it again. Still 1 to Dawn, but she's finished in a great area. She's got another bowl in the head, and she's made it difficult for Dawn to make a multiple.
They're just cancelling each other out, stopping each other from getting multiples.
It's a game of chess, as we said before. Can Dawny get down to this red bowl? Can she get down to it? Oh, just touches it and goes round the corner.
I'm not sure.
What an effort. That was close. So close to being perfect.
Rachel Roger, giving you and I a shout out.
Hey,
Girls.
Rach.
Looks like lovely weather there today. Yes, it is. It's beautiful, especially underneath the Club Helensvale Max Dome. We don't have the sun shining on our eyes. There's no wind. It's beautiful.
Perfect bowling conditions, Connor, isn't it?
It is. Makes you want to go out there.
Lena's playing a bit more aggressively.
And guess what? I think it's another one.
Both these players are going to be tired tonight. Yep, one shot to Dawn Hayman. Extends the lead to 9-7.
No singles on tomorrow. The men's pairs, the women's fours, the over 60s men's pairs, the multi-disability pairs, and the vision impaired pairs. I'm unsure if Dawn or Lena have made it through to women's fours. I'll quickly have a look there.
I'm convinced they both are, yes.
Both are?
Yep. And they're both still in the pairs as well, I believe.
Yep. Still in the fours, Dawn Hayman, playing with Jamie Lee Warsnop, who got knocked out in the quarterfinals. Natasha Van Eldik and Selena Goddard. Well, Lena is in with her Malaysian teammates. So they'll both need to rest up after this game for tomorrow's fours. I'm sure for the winner it might be a bit easier to front up, but for the loser they'll need to get some rest and compose themselves again for a different discipline.
Yeah, fours very different dynamic. Singles can be a lonely game. I always say it's the best game in the world when you're playing well. Worst game when you're not. Great bowl there from Lena. Big shot turnaround over on rink 10.
Cartwright, she's killed the end and been respotted. She holds 1 or 2. And Dawn Hayman, what a bowl. To 3 for Olivia Cartwright. And she's jumped ahead.
Lena looks as though she's on a hunting line here. Is she going to get the bowl? She has. Well played. Still an opportunity here for Dawn. Rest the bowl out or get the jack. I think she'd prefer the jack.
Lena's only picked up the 1 multiple this game. Can she get a couple here? Or is Dawn going to change things? She's on a good track. She needs a hold. She's just got to duck under.
What an effort. That was a big chance. Not far away at all. Looks as though Lena holds 2.
See the replay here. Lena's shot. Perfectly sat that out.
Yeah, played the pace brilliantly there.
Lena doing a smart thing here. Going up and checking. She's holding. She's not rushing. There's no time limit.
Yeah, she'll want to see how far behind that blue bowl is, see what distance she's got, whether she feels comfortable enough to stand the backhand or whether she wants to play the safer shot, which is on the forehand. The way she's playing with a touch and weight control, I think she'll just add another one in on the backhand. Yep, she's setting up on the backhand side. It's that same methodical delivery.
Is it a 1 or a 2?
I'm going to say 2, but I could be wrong.
It's a 2. And that takes it to 9 all. And they both won 7 ends apiece. So they cannot be separated right at the moment. 14 ends into this game. How many do you reckon we can make? How many ends?
I think, unless something drastically changes, I think it's going to be at least 25.
Okay.
That would be my guess. A little bit shorter on the jack length this direction.
Yeah, like the longest game I've seen this Australian Open so far was between Ali Copley and Sophia Jing. Yesterday, our first game Rinkside Live went to 27 ends. It's 21-16 there, so this might beat it out. We'll just have to wait and see. At the moment, the pace it's going at the moment, lots of singles, so it could.
What do you think? What's your guess?
29.
You're going 29. Lockie, what's your guess?
How many ends? Lockie? He's 25?
Okay, so me and Lockyer both on 25. Well, Dawn Hayman doesn't want it to go 25 ends with that opening bowl.
Lockie's got a plan to catch this evening, so he doesn't want it to go too long.
This is true.
We've got our first results from the men's singles coming out of Paradise Point. And for those Aaron Tees fans out there, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but Cohen Litfin, last year's runner-up, he's defeated Aaron Tees 21-8. And Hayden Oster, he's also defeated Ray Pierce 21-15. So both Cohen Litfin and Hayden Oster from the Algester Bowls Club, and they'll be up against each other in the quarter-final. So we had 3 Aarons in the round of 16. We're down to 2 in the men's draw. Aaron Wilson, Aaron Sheriff. What would they produce? And just the other women's semi-final. 12-12. So we got 9-9 and 12-12. Both games cannot be separated.
Tawny's on a good track here. She's following this up. Needs to run.
Could be a couple here to Dawn. The marker's got 2 paddles ready. Yep, she signals 2 and a measure to Dawn Hayman at the moment. So it's up to Siti Zalina Ahmad to change this. She'll be just looking to play some weight through the head, change things up, trailer jack. She's got the back bowls. Dave Morrison, morning from Henley on Clip in South Africa. Looks like a great game. It's a great game, and if you want to watch another game once this finishes, I recommend going back and watching the Dawn Hayman versus Kelsey Cottrell game. That was sensational.
Yeah, it was an epic encounter, that is for sure. Lena just striking the head here. Maximum there of 2, maybe 3.
Dawn, 1 left.
Good conversion shot there from Lena.
Yeah, it was on all she needed to do was play through the head.
She played it perfect.
She did. Dawn Hayman
needs to lift her own bowl. Okay, how costly is this going to be?
It's a 2.
It's a 2. That's okay.
So 2 2s in a row for Lena. And she's the first to reach double figures at magic number 11-9. Breaking news. We're down another Aaron. Aaron Wilson has lost to Riley Garrick, 21-11. The Aarons are dropping like flies at the moment. We lost Aaron Tees, who went down to Cohen Litfin. And now Aaron Wilson. So that dream matchup of Aaron Wilson and Nathan Wilson won't come to be.
In the meantime, Nathan is 17-9 up against Glenn Pitts.
Bit of bragging rights for the younger brother. Great start from Lena.
Yes, good bowl. It's always hard when you cover the jack.
Yeah. Finishing that foot in front.
Yeah, it's a good exercise to do as a training drill. Just putting another bowl in the way and just getting used to bowling to the jack when you can't see it. Yeah, very good reply there from Dawny. Just slipped through, but in a very good home. Lena, another good bowl in the head. Opens up the head though, gives Dawny a chance. Try that jack through. She can now see it. Can she hold?
Oh, she gave it a chance.
She certainly did.
She doesn't need to correct much of her next one.
Lena's holding 2. We'll be thinking about covering or taking that danger away. Just looks too inviting, doesn't it? Try and change the shape up of the head. Slip just behind or take the jack herself. Looks like she's on a safe wide line. Looking just to put the covering bowl in. So Dawn Hayman, can you get down to this jack? Just on the high side. Well, she's now got the tee. So that gives another option, but she has sat Lena's bowl down. I think it's still only 2. Yeah, Lena running for the tee.
Just score from the other game, 13-12 to Olivia Cartwright. We had Olivia Cartwright on the stream this morning, so both her and Dawn have featured on Rinkside Live today.
Big bowl here from Dawn. Takes a deep breath before she steps onto the mat. She looks like she likes it. She's stalking it. She's shouting, hurry! What a shot from Dawn. Just gone a bit too far. That last bowl from Lena. Dawn played it well. So it's 1 to Lena. We now go 9 shots Dawn, 12 shots Lena after 16 ends played. Great effort you'll see here for Dawn. Close margins there. The jack just ran on just a little bit too much. Could have been a multiple. Instead it's a 1 down. Dawn just asking the marker there for the distance between her bowl and the jack. Wants to know how much to put on. Currently holding 1. She's played this well.
All right, scoreboard is fixed now. Watching from Bulgaria. People from all over the world watching Rinkside Live. And why wouldn't you in this tantalising match between Siti Zalina Ahmad and Dawn Hayman?
It's a good last delivery there from Lena. Just cut down. Dawn's just asking what the situation is. She's still got 1 shot. A couple of options here for Dawn. She can turn a short bowl into the head or still draw around it, or across to Lena. Just needs to hurry. Urging it up. Marker says 2 to blue. Corey Wedlock on the other rink has jumped to a 20 shot to 12 lead over Matty Lucas. And that's got last bowl to try and save the game. And Corey Wedlock progresses through to the next round of the men's singles.
Someone's asking, when was the last time that someone outside Australia won the AU singles? Oh, that's a good question. Ryan Bester, but I mean, he was located in Australia. I think he was living down here at the time.
Yeah, same with Lara Butler. She plays for Switzerland, but obviously lives over in WA.
It might have been Siti Zalina Ahmad. Someone lives outside Australia. That was in 2007.
Well, there was an English triple that won the triples in 2006. I think it was. Catherine Popple, Jean Baker, Catherine Hawes. Greg Harlow and Matthew Marchant won the men's pairs.
It's 2 to Dawn Hayman. She closes the gap to 12-11 and reaches the double figures, the magic number.
So Greg Harlow and Matthew Marchant, they won the men's pairs.
Yep.
In 2007, English pairing. Mervyn and Stuart Airy, they also won the pairs in 2010.
Joyce Lindors, she was Scottish.
Scottish, yep.
I don't know if she was living in Australia then.
She was living in Australia, in Melbourne.
Yep, so.
Bit of chalk there from Dawn, first bowl.
We had the Ryan Burnett, Darren Burnett, Paul Foster, Alex Marshall quartet in 2017 from Scotland. I think Ryan Burnett was the only one living here at that time.
That would be correct, yep.
And Ryan Burnett teamed up Nathan Rice, Jeremy Henry and Alex Marshall the next year in the fours to win it. Yeah, great effort from Lena. I think she might be holding. She's holding 2.
That's a bit further up this end. Slightly shorter than what they have been playing. How did Dawn get through the gap there? She's not sure.
We had Paris Baker and Olivia Bloomfield win the pairs a couple of years ago, 2022. One of Val's favourite matches, or more just the post-match speech.
Yeah, Olivia is certainly a character. Of course, representative of the Niue Islands Commonwealth Games. Dawn just needs to take her time here. Big bowl. She's leaning into this. Can she get the jack? What a shot, Dawn Hayman. Take a bow.
It's 2, at least 2, maybe 3.
but it's not easy to get at. That's the beauty of where it's landed. Really hard shot here for Lena. You see the replay here, played it to perfection. Well played, Dawn Hayman. Lena with an attacking bowl here. She likes it. Oh, she's been unfortunate there. She's got contact on her own bowl. Looks like it's the first wheel multiple. Count of 4 to Dawn. This would be a big turning point in the match. Dawn Hayman jumps ahead to a 15 shot 12 advantage.
I think with that 4, my prediction of 29 ends might be looking a bit grim. At the same time as Dawn got that 4, Olivia Cartwright just picked up a 3, or just an end to go, to run away 16-13 over Jessica Tell. Cartwright's currently holding 1 in the head as well.
Dawny looking to capitalise on that 4.
Her tail's up, Dawn Hayman.
Good reply from Lena. We all know she's an experienced campaigner. She won't let that last result phase her. That was bit of a siren. It's probably Dawn Hayman's on fire. Dawn Hayman stalking this bowl. Needs to get to the other bowl. Oh, just bends under. When it goes there. As soon as the weight comes off, it really bends away.
Yep. You can tell Dawn's really trying to put that nail in the coffin now.
Yeah, as you said, the tail's up. She can smell the end. Lena, is she reaching? Playing different side of the rink than what she has been. She's kind of forced onto that side through the position of Dawn's first bowl, and weight will be slightly different on that ditch hand.
So the winner of this game would advance to the women's singles final, along with the winner out of Jessica Tell and Olivia Cartwright, and that will be on Thursday on KO, Fox Sports, Sky Sports New Zealand, and SBS Viceland. You'll be able to check that out. no. Dawn's probably knocked that in for shot, I reckon.
There's also a little bit of movement on the jack. There's actually 2. A chance here for Lena to add another to get back to all square at 15 all.
Just wait for this end and then we'll provide you another update in the men's singles because there's been another upset galores. But Lena draws another.
At 15 all, cheers from her Malaysian teammates.
And once again, scores a level and these two cannot be separated. So, men's singles. Bradley Pavey from Ocean Grove has defeated Lee Schreiner 21-19. Lee Schreiner recently back into the Jackaroo squad, heading to the Lion Cup in July to play alongside Corey Wedlock, who had a win not too long ago.
Yeah, World Champion of Champions winner.
Yep.
Multiple times, I think.
Yep. Only male bowler who's won it multiple times. So big win for Brad Pavey. Lena starts with a nice little toucher to get proceedings underway in this end. And 20. We just had another game finish over there. Nathan Wilson has defeated Glenn Pitts 21-13. Nathan Wilson will take bragging rights over his brother Aaron, who got knocked out this afternoon. Beaten by Riley Garrick, a young gun, up-and-comer. Two at the moment to Lena. Can she add a third?
She's close. Another one in the area to make it 3. Big bowl here from Dawn. Looks on a better line. She's following this. What's your weight like, Dawn Hayman? Can she bend? And she does. What a saviour. Where it's sitting, still opportunity for Lena.
Via Cartwright. Now, one shot away from a win here, 20-13 over Jessica Tell.
Meanwhile, Lena has an opportunity here to make a multiple. Just going to bend over under the head. Dawn Hayman can breathe a sigh of relief. Chance for Dawn here to add another. Cheers next door for Club Helensvale, Jake Wynn. (19-12) up against Des Can Jr. and holding match.
Can Dawn add to this count?
Just going to pull up. Maybe a little bit chicken on that one.
It's going to be 1 to Dawn Hayman, taking the score to 15-16 in favour of Dawny. Dawn Hayman starts off just a couple of feet short, but once again on the line, nearly covering the jack. It always puts people off, I think, if you're covering that jack.
Yeah, it does. Like I say, it's a good training activity to do. Just practice drawing to the jack when you can't see it. Won't faze Lena. Nice high line there, all the way back to the centre.
And while just having Jake Wynn did get the win over Des Can Jr. So well done to Jake Wynn. He'll progress to the quarterfinals, the men's singles. Aaron Sheriff also defeated Aiden Takarua 21-18, so that was a pretty close match there, but it extends his undefeated streak in the Australian Open singles to 1,452 days.
That's impressive.
It's very impressive. And as a matter of fact, I'm just checking when the men's singles is on next because it could keep extending. It'll at least be 1,454. So we don't have men's singles on till Wednesday. But Zalina just cover that jack there, and it's very hard for Dawn. Nothing to sit on. That's a dead drawers.
Just needs to hurry. Even second bowl here helps for Dawn. In the meantime, Lena's got the chance to put a bit of pressure on. Just got to beat those front bowls. And she does, she just sneaks by, it's enough.
3 to the Malaysian international.
Last bowl of the end here. Dawn just needs to get second shot here. Stop the multiple score. Has she adjusted? She's urging it up. Needs to squeeze around the front.
This is big. This is big, Zalina. Can she add a fourth to put herself in the checkout zone? Well, she'll already be in a checkout zone with this 3 she's holding. Siti Zalina Ahmad has jumped to a 19-16 lead after picking up a maximum. Once again, the lead changes in this fascinating contest. Olivia Cartwright on 20, Jessica Tell on 14. Can Jessica Tell make a comeback there?
Well, we've seen it happen today. Olivia made the comeback herself, trailing 20 shots to 14 and fought her way back to the win, 21-20. So we've seen in all these games that it's not over until it's over, and the calibre of these players, nothing would surprise you.
Yeah, they're putting on an absolute show. I see national coach Gary Willis straight across from me,
yep,
across the green.
He's been here this afternoon alongside Dave Stockham and Therese Hastings, national selectors.
Got a sun in our eyes on the commentary desk. I think Olivia Cartwright just bowled a bomb, a couple of rinks over. Siti really putting her foot on the accelerator here.
She is. Good adjustment there. Big bowl here required from Dawn Hayman.
Dawn, a bit fortunate.
It's a measure for shot.
Zalina just ran through. Was looking for the inside of her own, but wasn't to be. Dawn Hayman.
Oh, what a bowl from Dawn. Under the pump and she responds. Definitely made a 2 there.
How can Siti Zalina Ahmad respond? She's within 2 of progressing to the women's singles final. Her opponent, or we don't know who the opponent will be. Well, I think we do know the opponent. It's Olivia Cartwright, has just taken out her semi-final against Jessica Tell. 2 emerging Jackaroos toe-to-toe, but it was Olivia Cartwright that won out in the end, 21-14, and she will progress to the 2025 Australian Open Women's Singles Final, which will be held on Thursday. And what a great birthday present for Olivia. Tomorrow is her 21st, and she'll wake up a singles finalist.
She certainly battled hard all day, as Olivia. Incredible talent, lovely person. And no stranger to finals either, having won the 4s not too long ago. Oh, Dawn just misses that bowl there, but makes it a 2. Bring the score back to 18-19. I'm feeling confident about my call of 25 ends.
Yeah, we're not reaching 29. I don't even know if it's possible anymore. 5 more ends is all we can do as a maximum. So, yeah, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, 27 as far as you're getting, unless there's some tied ends.
It's middle of the road if we get 27 between us. You said 25, I said 29. 27 seems like a good compromise. So who will face Olivia Cartwright in the 2025 Australian Open Women's Singles? Will it be Dawn Hayman? Or will it be Malaysian superstar Siti Zalina Ahmad? These two can't be separated at the moment. 19-18 to Lena. It's a barest margin. Lead has changed many times.
Dawn had to dig deep in that last end.
As a matter of fact, the biggest lead of this game has been 3 shots.
This looks close. And the crowd are cheering. Only this game in play. All eyes are on this rink, this live stream show rink, Rink 8 here on Green 2 at Club Helensvale.
Dawn Hayman loves the crowd. Dawn Hayman needs a 3 to win this game. Zalina Ahmad needs 2.
Dawn's urging this up. Can she hurry? Oh, that's another one in.
Needs to run. It's not going to. So both bowlers have one rock remaining.
So Dawn Hayman, can you get another bowl in and put the pressure on?
Yeah, Dawn will be looking to add. Since she's holding 3, she's holding game. Put the pressure on Zalina.
She likes it. She likes it.
She's chasing.
And there's another. There's a match live for Dawn Hayman. But still one more bowl to come from Lena. With all her years of experience, can Lena pull out a match-saving bowl here?
It's on its way.
Lena's watching it intently.
It looks quick. It does. And Dawn Hayman with a fist pump.
And
she is pumped.
The crowd go wild. It's a game, set, match win to Dawn Hayman, who books her place in the Australian Open final against Olivia Cartwright from Victoria.
She felt agonisingly close in 2022, losing to Kelsey Cottrell, but she's made it.
A big shout out to Lena. Strong performance there from the Malaysian international. But well played to Dawn Hayman. She's had a hard day. She had Kelsey Cottrell in the last round. That was a 21-18 thriller, and she's come up trumps again, 21-19 against Lena. What a day we have had here at Club Helensvale.
Just coming in and stealing Connor's limelight here, Els, at the peak moment. We're going to try and see if we can grab Dawn for a quick second, just for a chat after that fantastic win.
Thank you. And here Dawn heads across. All of the official duties are done. The cards are signed. Congratulations, Dawny. Congratulations, Dawny. It's been a big day for you. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed with emotion at the moment. It was, well, 3 good games. This morning was even close as well. I think against Kelson, then against Lena. Yeah, I don't think the heart can take too much more.
Well, you certainly dug in and given us a gritty performance and wonderful bowls to watch. Was there any particular key moments that stand out for you?
I just think I kept my composure really well across the day. Even when it got really close, I just took extra time to deliver my bowls and make sure they were coming out good. So, yeah.
Yeah, stuck to the process. That's the key. Well, good luck from me for the final. It should be an epic one. We watched Olivia earlier today. She's certainly in form, and she had a close one first thing. She managed to fight her way back 2014 to get the win at 21-20. So delighted for both of you, and good luck on Thursday.
Yeah, just quickly, 2022, you went agonisingly close, fell to Kelsey Cottrell, and then last year at semi-final, Kelsey won in the last bowl. What do you think it might be different about this year?
Well, obviously a different opponent.
Yep.
Yeah, the rivalry Kelson and I have with singles is pretty good. So to get over the line against her today, I feel really confident. The bowls are coming out really well, and I just stick to the process and see what happens. I know Olivia's going really, really well as well. So yeah, hopefully it's a good game.
Well, both of you will be fighting for your maiden Australian Open singles title. Obviously yourself, you won the pairs back in 2019 and Olivia won the fours a couple of years ago, but best of luck, and we're looking forward to the final on Thursday.
Thank you.
Well, from myself and Ellen Faulkner, it's been a pleasure bringing you all the women's singles actions. 3 cracking games, and it's going to be Olivia Cartwright and Dawn Hayman who play in the grand final on Thursday. From myself, Connor Munnings, Ellen Faulkner, and also Lachlan Williams, who's been great in the cameras the last 4 days. It's his last day, and he's going to be heading off back to Melbourne, and I'll be back in the cameras. And Val Febo will be back with you tomorrow. But it's been a pleasure, and as always, tune in to Rinkside Live and Bowls Australia's official YouTube channel. We'll be back from 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.